No, November 6th, 2015, Friday.
では最後に神聖の町渋谷のますますの発展を願い開催の言葉とさせていただきます。皆様ご協力のほどよろしくお願いいたします。
Yay! Well, it's November 6th, 2015, 9 a.m. The second Shibuya Peace and Restoration Festival had begun. The people gathered in front of the Hikariwo began to loudly applaud when the mayor finished his speech. Then they started to split off to visit the concerts and stalls that they wanted to go see. Over 80% of the people were from outside Shibuya. Many were from Tokyo, but others had come all the way from outside the country to witness the celebration. There were easily more than 100,000 people in attendance. The first festival was held last year to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the reconstruction, and the whole world had come out to celebrate. A similar event had been done a year after the disaster, but had been less of a festival and more of a memorial. The rebuilding work was proceeding at a feverish pitch, but at that point it was still too early to call it a city reborn. But last year, even though there were still areas that were covered in rubble, the 5th year anniversary and the prospect of that tax revenue that would come along with it were enough to get the government to hold a festival for the whole ward. Despite being only a one-day event, it attracted over 80,000 people and worldwide attention. It was such a big success that for this year, the city had put even more effort into it. The concerts were bigger and there were more places to eat and drink. Even Hatsune Miku was gonna play. Amazing. The main areas were centered around the Hikario building, as well as the Shibuya Cultural Hall, Shibuya 107, and Shibuya Science City. All the main roads around the station were closed to any traffic that wasn't in bringing in people or equipment to the festival. Bunkamura Street and Dogenzaka Street in particular were overflowing with performers and stalls. Alright, this is like a big description of what's going on. The reporter with Tokyo Next TV saw the cameraman nod and then looked at the scene in front of her. This whole thing was stupid and she could tell she was getting tired. Okay. Center Street, one of the Shibuya's busiest shopping streets. The street always had a lot of young people to begin with, and now with the festival, it was covered with stalls to visit and filled with people of all ages. When she'd been given the job of reporting on the Shibuya Reconstruction Festival several months ago, she literally jumped for joy. The reason she was so excited was that the vocalist for one of her favorite bands, Takayanagi Momone, was going to be performing on stage. Oh well, he's dead, by the way. Ever since she'd happened to hear Takayanagi's voice at a concert hall, she'd been a fan, or perhaps a dedicated believer. She was willing to do whatever it took to get a camera to her performance at the Restoration Festival so that the whole world could see how wonderful she was. But she'd been caught up in the return of the new generation madness and murdered. Now there was barely any point in covering the Restoration Festival anymore. But she still had to smile and obey when her boss told her to come here, and in the end, she wanted to believe that a big TV station would be better than this. All she was doing was little better than rubbernecking. The cameraman pointed at a group of people wearing homemade t-shirts. The shirts had a white print background with a photo on the front and a big red question mark that covered the photo. They're all young, just like the others she interviewed so far. Okay, I mean, I guess they're looking for, Miyashiro Takaru. She covered her annoyance with the same smile she used to do with her obnoxious boss. Then she pushed through the crowd and got close to the group.
こんにちは。何してるんですか？
お、テレビ？どこっすか？
Who cares? She just thought to herself, but she told them she was with Tokyo Next.
これっすよ、これ。
He pulled on his t-shirt to show her. The photo in the center was of two fat male faces, the sumo sticker. Oh, okay. For some reason, because I thought the question mark was like a reference to like Takaru, but maybe not. It's a sumo sticker, I guess? I don't know.
テレビ来てるってことはやっぱマジなんすか？スイポの情報。
何ですかそれ。
She played dumb and acted surprised. She certainly couldn't tell them that she'd come here because of a rumor on Twipo, especially one that was almost certainly a lie.
宮代がここで自殺するって噂が流れてんすよ。
Yes, you know, there's a rumor that this random serial killer is gonna kill himself as happy music plays. Yay! She knew about it before dawn. It was supposed to happen in front of the big TVs, and a few hours ago it was next to the statue of Hachi in front of the station.
宮代ってあの指名手配になっている宮代拓くんですか？
あ、画像ありますよ。
He started to fiddle with his smartphone, seemingly oblivious to the fact that she hadn't asked to see it. It was the same picture of Miyashiro Takeru that she was already sick of seeing. According to her boss, it was from his student notebook.
こんなものどうして持ってるんですか？
ネット見てないんすか？みんな持ってますよ。
俺らマジで懸賞金狙ってますから。
Okay, it's funny how the reporter is just super cynical, you know, and just acting dumb just for the sake of TV, I guess. A reward, come to think of it, there was a fake rumor about that going around.
その T シャツはご自分で作られたんですか？
まさかさっき300円で買ったんすよ。超絶ダサいっしょ。ネタネタ。
And then they all started to laugh, though she didn't get the joke. She could feel herself getting more aggravated. She'd seen similar t-shirts and placards, and even some that were declaring Miyashiro Takeru a god and glorifying the sumo stickers. Some of them were being sold as part of the movement to get rid of the sumo stickers so people could focus on the festival, but most people were just wearing them to be part of the chaos. Of course, this was the first time she'd seen anyone who actually believed in the reward.
宮代拓くんについてどう思いますか？
調子こいてますね。連続殺人？しかも同じ施設のやつもでしょ？何やってもいいと思ってんすよ、こいつ。
こいつのこと神とか言ってるオタク連中マジキモくないっすか？俺らそういうの許せないんすよ。
Yes, of course. She ignored most of what they were saying. There's no need to go any deeper. As long as she had the footage on her camera, that would be good enough.
でも
Everyone seemed to think that Miyashiro Takeru was the killer. At least everyone who come to the festival to find him seemed to think so. And they were probably right. The official announcement just said that he was wanted as a person of interest, but if he wasn't the killer, they wouldn't have used his real name. And she'd also heard that they were, in fact, looking for him as a suspect, though she didn't know where the information had come from.
宮代拓ニュージェネレーションの狂気の再来の犯人。
She suddenly felt a rage building inside her. There's no way she could do what she originally set out to do now. The angel of the heavenly voice was dead. Oh yeah, well, I guess I'm trying because it's probably like it's something that is a pattern with a lot of people actually, because she liked what's her name? You know, the singer and everything. And since the singer was killed by a serial killer and everyone thinks it's Takeru doing it, this reporter will probably join in on the hunt. You know, to see Takeru dead or something. Well, but there was one reason to participate in this festival.
そうだ。噂話でも何でもいい。宮代の目撃情報をどうにかしてかき集めて、わかりやすくこういう奴らの前にさらしてやる。
If he wanted to kill himself in public, he was probably some kind of sick madman. If he potted it off, even more idiots might start worshipping him, and that was probably just what he wanted. She wouldn't let that happen. That wouldn't atone for her murder at all. He deserved a miserable, painful death, preferably with people throwing rocks at him like an old historical drama.
ちょっとどうしたの？
Only then did she realize that the people in front of her had stopped talking. She said thank you and went to go and find another person to interview.
そうだ。すいません。最後に一つ。
She suddenly stopped and asked the group one last question she thought of before they disappeared into the crowd.
今日はどちらから？
埼玉っすよ。チャリで来ました。
And then they laughed again, but she still didn't get the joke. This time she turned around without thanking them and walked off into the busy street. She could tell her cameraman looked confused, She didn't seem to understand the meaning of her question. So it looked like a bunch of people that came to this festival from outside, I guess, is like, they're into like, you know, murdering Takaru for some reason. I don't know why, but... If they were from Saitama, that meant they weren't from Shibuya, and from the look of it, they weren't victims of the disaster. People who had nothing to do with the Shibuya earthquake was here looking for Miyashiro. So were the victims of the earthquake she just interviewed a while ago, who were hoping that the Restoration Festival would be a success. And so were people with a grudge to bear against him, like her. Her thoughts were never going to be heard on TV, and the people nearby couldn't hear them either. But they were shared by the vast majority of the people at the Restoration Festival. Whenever she saw someone wearing a sumo sticker on their clothes, she figured that they were after Miyashiro, and when she went to interview them, she found that she was right. But in fact, the news that Miyashiro was going to kill himself in front of the crowd had been playing on TV every hour since last night. And because of that, over 98% of the people at the Restoration Festival heard it. There was literally no place safe for him in the city. And there you go. The words made me sick, so I turned off the TV. I realized that the skin on the soles of my feet were starting to rub off and unclench my toes. It felt like if I didn't keep some part of my body tensed up, I'd scream and start smashing things. I always hated outsiders who never cared about the actual people caught up in something, but this time it was different. Damn it, you don't know anything. You don't understand anything. And if you don't know anything, then you need to keep your mouth shut. I wasn't the one who killed Nono or Yue. Yui. Yui. Sarika had been sitting in her chair, barely moving. She seemed to be staring at a spot on the wall, just waiting for time to pass. And there's Kazuki. Still not really a big role for her, you know, but I don't know why she's here. Is she even important to the plot? She's a random side character. I suddenly shut my mouth. Uki and Kazuki were both looking at Sarika. Their hands were shaking, either with fear or suppressed rage, or maybe both. Shinjo-san to Yuto.
Shinjo-san wa ima denwa o. Yuto-kun wa okusuri o nonde watashi no buya de nemutte masu.
Sokka. I was glad he was asleep. If he saw the person who killed his sisters, he probably couldn't take it. He was still just in elementary school. The two of them stared at Sarika, unmoving. Sarika didn't move either. But... At some point, Sarika had turned away from the wall to look at them. Oh, she's using her mind powers. Their expressions changed. Sarika must have read their thoughts. They took a few steps back and shivered. I was wondering, how does that work, by the way? Like, I don't know. Sakuma's powers has to be limited in that case. If he needed help from Sarika, because apparently someone had to be present from the crime scene to, I guess, murder the people. You know, because otherwise I was thinking, like, initially I was thinking, like, if you had mind control powers, you could simply mind control them to, like, kill themselves, right? And you could just, you know, do the crime scot-free without doing anything else. But somehow he needed Sarika's help. So either his power is limited, or maybe he's just playing around, you know, I don't know.
Soda.
Sarika's voice was calm, but Uki's was small and shaking.
私がお世話をしていた皆さんは今どこに。
さあな、私にはわからない。
答えてください。お願いです。あなたが全ての犯人なら知っているはずです。
I suddenly realized why Uki wouldn't back down.
そうだ。
Uki didn't know about Dad yet. I hadn't had the time to tell her, and
ウキは父さんを慕っていたから。
Uki was extremely shy, and it was Nono and Dad who had given her the place here. And she always found her meaning in life in helping others, so doctors must have been people she really looked up to.
話せるわけないだろう。
山添雨季、お前は何も聞いていないようだな。
やめろ。
I jumped out of my chair.
お前なら佐久間の正体に気づける可能性があったんだがな。おそらく6年前に会っているはずだ。
何の話を。
まあ、あんな状況では無理かもしれないが、佐久間は。
だからやめろ。
So apparently, Uki might have met Sakuma before. Oh, okay. We slap her in the face again with the power of our, force powers, I guess, anyway. As I screamed, I hit her with my power without even thinking about it. Once again. That's gotta hurt. I slammed her off her chair and onto the floor. And then I walked over and grabbed her by the hair. Oh, this is violent. I'd never been this violent with a girl before. I could hear Uki and Kazu gasping at the change in me.
こっちを見ろ。
I grabbed her by the hair to make her look me straight in the eye.
いい加減にしろよお前。これ以上大切な家族の心を壊すな。
I looked at her, mustering all the rage I could in my mind. She should be able to tell how mad I was. Sarika must have felt my anger, or maybe it hurt where I grabbed her hair, because her face twisted a little in pain. I looked back and saw Uki staring at Sarika with wide eyes. Kazuki looked sad too.
もうやめてください。いくらお前さんが悪い人でもタクルさんがそんな怖いことするの見たくないです。
そうだな。
I let go of Sarika's hair. She ran her hand through it violently, trying to get it back into place. It messed up her hair.
タクルさん、先生はどうしたんですか？今どこにいるんですか？それに新庄さんが突然荷物をまとめろって、それと何か関係あるんですか？
それは。
There were tears in Uki's eyes, but I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth. Sarika stood up, and then she grabbed her stomach again for some reason. There was blood on her hands.
父さんにやられたっていう傷か。
Come to think of it, her wound looked like it had been opened when I used my powers on her aphasia. Damn it. I turned to Uki, who looked like she was on the verge of breaking down in tears.
後で必ず話すから。今は言われた通りに荷物をまとめてくれ、ウキ。
でも。
Uki looked like she wanted to ask more questions, but Kazuki grabbed her hand firmly and shook her head. And then she pushed her gently on the shoulder and led her out of the room.
ありがとうな。
I said thanks in my mind for Kazuki's kindness. And as soon as I heard the two of them start to quietly pack up in Uki's room, I invited Sarika downstairs.
ついてこいよ。いいから来いって。 あれ
When I went inside the exam room, I didn't see Kunosato or Aremura.
変だな。
I thought they'd still be here.
外科用の設備などここにはないだろう。
Sarika must have already read my mind.
一般家庭の救急箱よりマシだろ。それに
And Nono has said that Dad used to be a brain surgeon and that he'd done operations on patients during the Shibuya earthquake, and that there were still patients who said that he'd saved their lives.
そうだ。父さんは
Dad was a good doctor. The people in the neighborhood loved him. He drank too much and he could be a little lazy, but he was a man who found his life's work in helping others. He was a man I could respect. So why? At first I hadn't believed he could betray us, but as time passed it started to seem more real. I knew it was pathetic, but I almost started to cry. I tried to take my mind off of it by going through the shelves, which were filled with gauze and drugs. But all the medicine bottles had neat labels in Nono's handwriting, and when I saw them it only made me want to cry more.
違うな。佐久間は相手の思考を誘導するという最悪な力を手に入れ、それを楽しんでいる人間だ。なのに、表向きはいい医者を演じていた。
Sarika lifted up her skirt and showed me her stomach. Yes.
お前それ
Also see her panties, but anyway. It was covered with packing tape that had been stained dark red. I guess she didn't have much of a choice when she was like, covering up her wound and stitching it back up. It was wound poorly and far too tight.
佐久間は以前、私が傷の応急処置にガムテープを使っているのを見て笑っていたよ。やるじゃねえか、と意味のわからないことを言ってな。
This is before or after? I don't know.
お前は2番目の事件を覚えているか？ストリートミュージシャンの高柳が殺された事件だ。腹が裂かれてスピーカーが埋め込まれていた。あの時、思考誘導された高柳が止血に使ったのがやはりガムテープだ。思考誘導された高柳が裂いた腹をガムテープで処置しているのを見た。なぜそんなことをさせているのか、あいつに尋ねたが、あいつはこう言った。
お前に似てるだろ？人形みたいで面白いじゃねえか。
I could imagine his tone and his voice. I felt all the hairs of my body stand up on end.
私は佐久間の思考を読んだ。何を考えてそんな言葉が出てくるのか知らなければと思った。
Sarika let out a long breath as if letting out something that had been building up inside her.
あいつは言葉以上のことを考えていなかった。頭の中にはただ面白いという声だけが反響していた。
He's very funny, you see.
あいつは異常だ。よく快楽殺人と言われるものがあるが、それですらない。
喜べ？
自分にとって面白いかどうかだけが重要で、その行為が殺人かどうかにさえ興味がないんだ。あいつに気持ちを寄せるな、理解しようとするな。優しい父親だったという思い込みを捨てろ。
別にそんなつもりはない。
違う。お前はまだ佐久間に対して何かを期待している。でもあいつにとっては食後のお前たちとの談笑も残虐な殺人も同じことなんだぞ。
そんなつもりないって言ってるだろ。
I couldn't tell how my confused thoughts appeared to Sarika, because I didn't know how I felt myself. Dad was trying to join some organization called the Committee. That's why he's gonna kill me and put an end to the case. I was tired of hearing that.
だいたいそれをすぐに受け入れろって言われたって無理に決まってるだろ。
Just 10 hours ago, Dad was Dad, a lazy guy who drank too much, the doctor everybody loved. That's gonna be hard to like. I mean, we have to replace that. No, he's gonna have to rip it off. That's gonna hurt. Sarika started to silently tear off the packing tape. Ugh.
ここは外科じゃないからな。手術道具が置いてあるとは思えない。それより奥の机の一番下の引き出しを見てくれ。
何？
クルスノノがよく使っていた机だ。そこに裁縫道具が入っているだろう。
Well, she was saying that it doesn't matter what kind of needle she was gonna use to stitch up her wounds, I guess. Kurisu had indeed kept sewing tools in there to patch the buttons back onto Dad's white coat. Did she learn that by reading Kurisu's mind? I was angry, but I did what she said anyway. There was a bag filled with sewing tools there, like always. I gave them to Sarika and she grabbed a needle and thread at random. She disinfected them and started to wear those to sew up her own stomach. She's hardcore. Well, the CG still shows packing tape, but I guess, what she's really doing, is sewing up her open wound. Seeing the sewing needle sticking to Sarika's pale white skin was worse than seeing the wound itself. She showed no hesitation and no sign of being in pain.
こいつ、今までどんな生活を?
Our eyes met. I forced myself to think of something else before she could answer my question.
父さんは僕やお前をどこに呼び出したんだ?
Sarika finished her stitches and tore off the end of the thread.
すべての始まりとなった場所。その始まりの時刻に来いと言っていただろう。
わかんねえか？今回の事件、いや、6年前の事件も含めて、すべてが始まった場所だよ。そう、そこだよ。ついでに時間も合わせようじゃねえか。あの時あの場所でってやつだ。
That's what he said. The place where everything began.
お前や久野里が考えた通り、元凶は渋谷地震にある。あれは、とある装置が爆発したせいで引き起こされたものだ。そして、お前たちが発生因子と呼んでいるもの。実際は、ある特殊な電磁波だが、それが拡散されてしまった。それによって、望まれない能力者が覚醒することになった。
渋谷地震が人工地震だったっていう陰謀論は事実だったのか?
そういうことになるな。
I mean, sort of. It probably wasn't intentional, but...
フリージアで話していたが、その装置はかつて渋谷駅前のプラネタリウムに密かに設置されていた。
Kunosato had been the one to... Kunosato had been the one to tell me that. Some company had brought out the planetarium and used it to do experiments.
でもあそこは今ヒカリオが立ってるだろ?
そう。だが、ヒカリオの中にかつてのプラネタリウムの DNA を引き継ぐというコンセプトのもと、新たに建造された施設がある。それがシアターキューブだよ。
Theater cube, okay? Another fancy term that I don't know what it really means. The theater cube. Oh, is it that thing? I guess this whole, weird building. Very artistic. A huge theater located inside the Hikario. It was used for musicals and famous performance groups from both inside and outside Japan. Oh, okay, so it's a concert. And this is where Hatsune Miku comes out. It's a hologram. Yay, no. It was the largest part of the Hikario building and one of its most popular attractions. So it's modeled after the old planetarium?
そういえば、あそこには。
I had gone there just once before. There was a foreign musical playing. I remember being amazed at the size of the place and the luxurious design. But what I remembered best was the faces of the people I had gone with. Yui, Yuto, and Nono and Dad. And I think it was to celebrate Noah and I making it into Hekiko Academy. We made it into Hekiko, which offered free tuition for earthquake orphans. And Dad had joked, this frees up a lot of cash, and brought us expensive front row seats. Nono had gotten mad at him and told him he was wasting money. Okay, how happy! Look at his family. That most of them are either dead or evil. Anyway, thinking back, that was the first time the five of us had ever gone anywhere as a family. It was a memory I treasured. But
なんで父さんはそんなところを選んだんだろう。
well, Onoe closed her eyes for a moment.
おそらくはお前だ、宮代拓。
Really?
僕
I was thinking like it was because of the planetarium, right? Is where everything started, you know, where everything like caused the whole psychic powers things for everyone. But it was because of Takaru? That
今
weird
回の
theater?
復興祭、光王はその中心の役割を担っていて、大勢の人間が集まっている。あいつは声明通り、お前を衆目の中、自殺に見せかけて殺すつもりだろう。
Okay. Using his mind control, she continued.
それに、復興祭の昼のイベントさえ終わってしまえば、夜の劇場は巨大な無人スペースになる。万一、ディソードで切り合う羽目になっても、人目を避けられる。始まりの場所に来い、などと大行なことを言っていたが、あいつが何の意図もなく場所と時間を指定するはずがない。
ってことは時間っていうのは
午後10時28分。
Exactly that time, I guess. I would never forget that time. It was when the Shibuya earthquake struck.
午後10時28分をもって復興祭の雰囲気は一変する。それまでのお祭り騒ぎから参加者全員が黙祷を捧げ、渋谷は静寂に包まれる。そんな中、自殺の声明を出したお前が登場するわけだ。どうなるか想像がつくだろう。あのクズめ。
There was disgust in her words, but it wasn't rage. It sounded like she was suffering somehow. Why, Sarika? If you're that angry, if you're in that much pain...
なんでお前はずっと父さんに従っていたんだよ。
何度も言っている。私を生み出した時のことは覚えているだろう。
おのえ。
Sarika, save me. Please.
おのえ。
Well, that, yeah.
お願いだから。僕に。
That was his wish.
あの時、お前は自らの生存を助けてくれる私を望んだ。私はそのようにして生まれた。それ以外に優先させる目的など私には存在しない。そのために他のすべてを捨ててきた。お前に生み出されたあの瞬間から私はそうやって生きてきたんだ。いや、そう生きることを与えられて私は生まれたんだ。お前を生かすためであれば、相手が佐久間だろうと誰だろうと黙って従う。
Oh, that kind of like easily manipulates you, though. You know, that's how we got in this whole situation in the first place, by listening to Sakuma. Seems like a pretty bad deal, but I don't know. I couldn't speak. If what Sarika said was true, then the real cause behind all of this was...
責任を感じる必要はないぞ、宮代拓。
I shuddered reflexively as she read my mind.
お前はこれまで何も知らなかった。ギガロマニアックスのことも、その存在の裏で暗躍する連中がいることも。だから、これはお前のせいじゃない。
The feelings that pained me deep inside my heart came boiling up.
いいのかよ。
I forced myself to speak the words.
お前はそれでいいのかよ。
Do you even have sentience? Or are you just like a weird imagination thing from my mind? Oh, that's right. Even if I created Sarika, even if I'd given her a reason to live.
ユイやノノを殺したんだぞ。
That wasn't what I wanted. Oh yeah, when you think about it, it's kind of like the whole genie thing, right? I remember Aramura, for example, wished to learn the truth, but as it turns out later on, she regretted it because she doesn't want to learn the truth anymore. She's getting too many truths, I guess, ruining her life. It's kind of like that with Takaru, you know, be careful what you wish for. As it turns out, wishing for like an imaginary friend to come alive and save you has also ruined your life too, as it turns out. That wasn't what I wanted. The kind, gentle Onoe Serika I knew would never want that. She had to keep me alive? Even if it meant losing Nono and Yui? Even if it meant killing them? That wasn't what the two of us wanted. Was she really willing to give up everything else for the goal she'd been given? That was inhuman.
本当にただの人形みたいじゃないか。
Serika didn't move. Well, she is a doll, but she's a very, I don't know, convincing, I guess? A very convincing doll, I guess? But she just looked back at me. She was the first one to break the silence. She tossed the old packing tape, the used gauze she put on her wounds, and the remainder of the fresh bandages into the trash, then adjusted her clothes.
渋谷から出た後はしばらくはおとなしくしていろ。取るべき行動は久野里美代が指示してくれるだろう。
She headed for the door of the exam room. She wasn't looking at me anymore. She put her hand on the doorknob without looking back and said,
夜までここにいるつもりだったが、山添雨季の能力が割と厄介だ。今余計なことをされると困る。それにお前の心変わりが起きても困るしな。
何?
But before I could say anything more, the door opened. Oh, hello, Shinjo. Were you here this whole time? Shinjo was standing there. I wasn't sure how long he had been there. He looked down at Serika, seemingly trying to keep his emotions in check.
なるほど。迷っているのか。
君は殺人犯だ。
He blocked Serika's path as he spoke.
どんな事情があるにせよ。そしてその事情が常識で測れないものであっても、殺人は殺人だ。法によって君は裁かれなければならない。
そうだろうな。
Serika's voice was calm.
それに今回の事件は尊敬していた先輩の弔い合戦でもある。
Okay. You know, I think it was mentioned at the very beginning when we were introduced to Shinjo. Yeah, he had like a detective senpai, I guess, who maybe got involved in the New Generation Madness killings, I guess, from the, prequel, maybe? Is that what it is? Is this a reference to that, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. I'm only guessing. The two of them stood facing each other. The air was thick with tension between them. They stood like that for almost a full minute. That's a long standing. I couldn't see Serika's face from here, but Shinjo's expression seemed to waver once in a while. He probably knew that Serika was reading his mind, so he was thinking the things he wanted her to know. Very awkward. It felt like there was a silent but intense discussion going on between them. Eventually, Shinjo sighed a little. He moved to the side with a pained expression on his face.
いいんだな。
復興祭が終わった後、上層部からどんな圧力がかかってこようと、俺は君と佐久間を追う。どこへ逃げようとな。
お前が追うのは一人で済む。生き残るのは私か佐久間のどちらかだけだ。
She went to walk out of the room at a pace which belied her injury.
宮代拓。
She stopped, and without looking back, she said,
生き残れよ。何があっても、お前だけは生き残れ。
And by the way, I mean, where's her froggy thing, by the way? Isn't it when she's always stressed, she's always using, or squeezing the little frog doll or whatever? She hasn't been using that. Maybe she lost it, I don't know. There's something I'm wondering. You know, was it like all an act? But then again, if it was all an act, why was she squeezing the doll when she was killing all those victims, right? So, I don't know. Well, and then she disappeared.
あまり思い詰めるなよ。
何をですか。
いや、
He scratched his head, then checked the time and frowned.
警察は厳戒態勢で復興祭の警備に当たっている。俺もこの後、一旦ここを離れなくちゃいけない。その間、代わりの警官が来る。そうだな。ウキ君の部屋に隠れているといい。君がいるとは思ってないから、探しはしないはずだ。
はい。
おそらく戻りは夜になる。そのタイミングで渋谷を離れよう。準備をしておいてくれ。
わかりました。
I answered him, but my body wouldn't move. My hands were clutched tight and I hadn't even realized it. I felt so frustrated, so angry and disgusted with myself. All these horrible things were going on around me, and someone else had already decided how I was going to escape them, and I'd done nothing at all. I just did nothing. Kind of a useless protagonist. Shinjo seemed to be about to say something else, but instead he left the room silently. The clock said it was past 10 a.m. I was supposed to be getting ready to leave Shibuya, but I couldn't leave Alba Dorm right now, and most of the stuff in my room was already taken by the police. There wasn't much for me to do. Oh yeah, my stuff in the RV. Not my cool cat magazines, they're all gone, no. It might just be to avoid the war, but it was clear that the way Serika and Kunasato were talking that there was probably another reason. Something that had to do with us psychics. And something that had to do with the Chaos Child Syndrome. I quickly closed my eyes and shook my head. No, don't do it. Don't try to find out. Remember your promise to Nono. You've already learned what happens when you try to find out about things you're not supposed to know, right? I looked up and saw Kunasato and Arumura by the door. Has everybody been like, you know, eavesdropping on us? The whole cast is here, just watching us from behind the curtains or something. Well, were they at the front desk next to the exam room the whole time? Kunasato entered the exam room. Arumura followed after, but when she saw the bandages and the tape in the wastebasket, she looked at me angrily. I sounded a little guilty as I said it, but all Arumura said was, I know. The look on her face was strange. It was as if she blamed me, but wasn't able to say it out loud. Arumura looked at Kunasato for a moment, but evidently it was okay for her to tell me because she continued. She said a few things, I guess. Well, I gave them both a brief version of what Serika had told me, just a brief synopsis. Synopsis? How you say that word? A brief summary. Anyway, Kunasato crossed her arms in thought for a moment, then whispered to herself. I didn't even think about it. None of the things she had to say were what I wanted to hear.
たとえ僕が彼女を生み出してしまったとしても、どうしても納得できないというか。
違う。そういうことじゃない。
Kunasato raised a hand to cut me off.
あいつがしたことは許されない。それはどんな理由を振りかざそうと変わらない。私が聞いているのはそういうことではなく、あいつが昨べ事件に関して説明したことだ。お前はどう思った？
昨べ尾上が話したこと。
What did I think? She told the truth, right? Adamura had heard the whole thing and used her powers to check it. But Adamura looked down at her feet and said softly,
宮代先輩、覚えてますか？伊藤先輩と結衣さんの事件の後、私が言ったこと。私がもっと注意深く能力を使っていれば、伊藤先輩の言葉がどこかおかしいって気づけたはずだって。
Adamura had regretted that deeply. But what did that have to do with Sarika? I looked at her face and suddenly figured out what she meant. Was there something that Sarika had said?
嘘があったのか。
Was she?
いえ、彼女は確かに真実を語っていました。でも。
Demo?
でも。
Demo nani?
なんか変なんです。うまく言えないけど、真実すぎるというか。
Too true?
なんだよそれ。
私、ずっと注意深く聞いてました。私の能力って相手の言葉が本当か嘘か分かりますけど、人の言葉っていつも白黒はっきりしてるわけじゃないです。話してる時っていろいろ迷ったり曖昧になったり、自分でも何言ってるか分からなくなったり、とにかくちゃんとしてないですよね。だから普通は本当のことを話しててもぼんやりとしたグレーみたいな部分が混じってるものなんです。
人間が言葉を発するという行為は常に理路整然とした思考の上で行われているわけじゃないからな。理性と感情が入り混じり、時に論旨は飛躍し、会話の道筋はひどく不安定だ。
That is true, actually. Unless you're reading a script, I guess. You know, unless you're a voice actor reading a script for like a weird anime visual novel game. Anyway, Kurosawa added.
でも、彼女の尾上セリカの言葉は全てまっすぐだったんです。まるでシナリオでも用意されていて、それを読んでいるみたいに。
Well, that's because she's a voice actor. Didn't you know Adamura? Anyway.
それに、あいつの話そのものにも気に入らない点がある。
Kunasato sat down in the chair without asking permission.
フリージアであいつの話を聞いていた時は、愚かなことに私も頭に血が上っていてな。冷静に考えられなかった。だがここへ来る途中、ふと疑問が浮かんで、そこから検討をしてみた。だから尾上に思考洞察されるわけにいかなかったんだ。
ああ、それで。
Last night, Kunasato had stayed in the exam room instead of coming up to the living room to talk with everyone else. Yeah, I was wondering about that. It was kind of weird. Like she was just calling from inside, well, technically inside the building, but like she was just downstairs. Well, that was the reason.
本格的におかしいと思ったきっかけは、昨べの電話でのやりとりだ。あいつは私に、お前を渋谷から逃がすように言った。それが、お前を生存させることにつながると。
ええ。
I remember her saying that. Adamura seemed to be suspicious that her words were too true, but they seemed like the truth to me.
確かに、お前を渋谷から逃がすということ自体は筋が通っている。 お前にとっての脅威になってしまった佐久間を殺すという選択もな。だが私にお前を託すというのが矛盾していないか。
This is getting like twists after. I mean, it was already getting pretty crazy already with so many twists, but this is, I don't know. I don't get this one. What's she getting at? I actually don't understand. I didn't know what she meant. I don't know either. What's going on? What seems strange about it?
あいつはどうして私にお前を託したと思う？
だから久野里さんは何か知ってるんでしょう。僕らの知らない何かを。お前はそれを差し引いてだ。そもそもあいつの存在意義がお前の生存にあるのなら、お前が最後の時を迎える瞬間までずっと一緒にいなくてはならないはずだ。違うか？だからそれは通す。佐久間のせいで予定が狂って。
Aramura interrupted me.
確かに彼女はそう言っていましたし、嘘はありませんでした。でも嘘じゃないのはおかしいと思いませんか？
は？
That she wasn't lying? What? I stared at her, uncertain as to what she meant.
そう。あいつの言葉は真実に見せかけた嘘かもしれないんだよ。
Huh? Nani? Eh? Kunosato nodded.
真実に見せかけた嘘？
How's that work?
宮代拓を生かし続けるためならば手段は選ばない。あいつはそういう行動をする。
だからそれのどこに嘘が？
佐久間だと所詮末端組織の研究者に過ぎ、そんな小物と差し違えて何になる？ただの無駄死にでしかない。委員会は巨大だ。佐久間を殺したところで宮代の安全など全く保証されない。なのに自分が死んでしまってはどうにもならないだろ
う。だから久野里さんに僕を預けるって。
バカを言うな。確かに私はお前をおとりにして委員会の実態を探りたいと思っている。だがお前など不必要になったら簡単に切り捨てる。守り続けるわけがない。
Well, that's pretty harsh.
尾上セリカは私の思考を読めるんだぞ。そんなことわからないと思うか？
つまり委員会が本当に宮代先輩を狙っているのなら、彼女は先輩のそばから絶対に離れるはずないんです。自分の手でどこまでも先輩を守ろうとするはず。違いますか？
Well, that's a lot of assumptions, but alright.
それは。
そしてもう一つ、決定的におかしなことがある。あいつはなぜ最初からお前に真実を告げなかった？
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be a lot easier, you know. She didn't have to pretend to be, you know, the cutesy Serica this whole time. She could have just been normal or acted her true self this whole time and everything and warned him already. You know, don't get close to this Sakuma guy. He seems like a bad idea, but...
渋谷地震による昏睡からお前が目覚めた時だよ。お前を生き延びさせることが目的なら真実を隠す必要なんて最初からないんだ。むしろ全てを正直に告げ、能力や委員会に対する情報をお前に与えた方が助かる可能性はずっと高い。そもそもそういった情報があればお前は一連の殺人事件にだって絶対に首を突っ込まなかっただろう。わざわざ危険な目に遭うことだってなかった。
Though ironically, it seems like Serica was encouraging us to, like, you know, go forward with figuring out the murder mystery, you know, and ever since the beginning, actually.
ね、なんか変でしょ、先輩。
But what does that mean? I still don't get it. What does that mean for Serica? She was lying but also telling the truth this whole time? Like, what does it mean? Maybe when she says she's doing everything to keep us alive, she means something else. Not being killed by Sakuma, but something else that's keeping us alive? Are we in a coma? Is this all a dream? That'd be weird. Anyway, she was right. I didn't realize it until they told me. Like maybe like we haven't woken up yet, you know, this is all a dream or something, and I don't know, maybe not. I never would have done the things I did if I'd known that Serika had told me last night. Just like Kunosato said, I would have stayed away. In fact, I might have done something to keep us away from it. If I had, Nono and Yui might still... But... Why has she hidden the truth? It's like...
逆に宮代先輩を危険な目に遭わせようとしてるみたいですよね。
Aramura said the same thing I was thinking.
でも、尾上の言葉が嘘だなんてありえないだろう。昨夜は有村がそばにいたんだから。
Or also, well, maybe what they're getting at is that she has to put us in danger so that she can save us, because that's technically what Takuru's wish is, I guess. You know, if there's no situation for him or for her to save him from, then that would, you know, defeat the whole purpose of her life, I guess. Because it's kind of this paradoxical relationship where Takuru has to be in danger for her to like save him. If he's not in danger, then there'll be, you know, again, no point of her even existing. So is that why she's doing all of this, you know, in a weird way, I guess? She has to set up the villain but also be the hero, you know, that sort of thing? I don't know.
方法がないこともないんです。私の能力の盲点をつく方法が。
有村の能力の盲点。
What is it? I remember what Aramura had just said. Everything Serika had said was the truth, but it was too true. It was as if she was reading from a script. I found it. You did? There was one way. As in, like, maybe she was literally reading a script or something? Or, I don't know. One way to get through Aramura's powers.
まさか、伊藤の時と同じ。
Aramura nodded, slowly.
はい。私が伊藤先輩の異常を見過ごしてしまった。それと同じ方法なら。
思考、誘導。
Mind control. Well, yeah, I'm thinking like maybe... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I said it, but... Maybe Serika is being mind controlled by Sakuma? I don't know, it's getting all the facts all tangled up. Because it's kind of like, well, is she being mind controlled? As well, still? This whole time, again? Well, that meant there might be a little bit of hope.
つまり尾上は、佐久間に思考誘導されていて、あんなことをしたのは伊藤と同じように操られていただけで。
But Aramura didn't look any better when I asked her.
私もそれなら少しは救われるなって思ったんですけど。
あくまでも可能性の一つだ。それにすがるな。
だそうです。
そうか。
But then, like, if she's being mind controlled right now, then why can't she just be mind controlled to just kill Takuru right now? Or, I don't know. Well, my shoulders slumped.
先輩。
妙な期待はするな。それすら罠かもしれん。
はい、わかってます。
I spoke clearly. I thought I was telling the truth. But Aramura looked down as if she was in pain.
今、嘘をついたのか。僕は。
Kunosato must have figured out what I was thinking because her expression became more stern.
私も思考誘導の線は考えている。でも、それも腑に落ちないんだ。佐久間が尾上の思考を操って、わざわざ仲間割れを演出する理由は何だ？
She was right. There was no reason for Dad to do that unless, well, assuming what Serika was saying was the truth as well when we're speaking to her right now, or just now, before. Maybe, Sakuma just has a weird sense of humor. He wanted to do that, I guess. Just like how people like to play with their action figures. I guess he's controlling real people to do the same, maybe. I don't know. He's just very evil, I guess. I don't know. And well, if he sent Sarika as an assassin, I would have been dead already. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The two of us have been even been alone together, and Sarika did nothing. I knew it. There was no point in hoping that Sarika was really just a normal girl who didn't know anything. I should have been able to tell from watching her last night. The way she talked, the way she acted, the way she behaved toward everyone else. It was all different than the Sarika I knew before. If mind control was involved, she would have acted like the Sarika I knew. Because, and I hated myself for saying it, if she had been the old Sarika, I couldn't have brought myself to hate her. I would have thought for a long time and then maybe forgiven her. And then like an idiot, I would have done exactly what Dad wanted, and only regretted it the instant I was killed.
Miyashiro.
Well, that makes me think. So maybe the whole, the cutesy, dumb, childhood friend act, that was her being mind controlled, Her true personality is when after she broke in the mind control, right? Is that how it works? I don't know. Or, her true personality is the one we see right now. But, I don't know. Okuna Sato's expression was as fierce as ever.
はい。
よく考えろ。もしかすると、これが重大な鍵かもしれない。昨日も聞いたことだが、地震の時、お前は何を望んだ？その結果、己がリアルブートされたのだとしたら、あいつに何を求めたんだ？本当にあいつは、お前を生存させることが目的なのか？
I remember what it had been like back then. I remember the hellish sights around me, the horrible headache, and I remember begging Sarika to help me. Sarika said it was her goal to keep me alive, to save my life, literally. There was a brief but strong pain in my head. I pressed my hand to my forehead. Whenever I remembered that, the pain came back.
大丈夫ですか？
Aramura had been through the same pain, so she was worried. I raised my hand and told her I was okay.
とにかく助けてくれと言った気がします。
I couldn't remember if I barely been able to get the words out, or if I shouted them at the top of my lungs, or if I hadn't even said them aloud at all. But I could remember asking Sarika for help.
だけど
Was that really all I asked for? Back then I'd... Ow. What's that sound? There was a new pain. This time I could feel throbbing in my temples. I pressed my hand harder into my head, and the nails dug into my skin. My whole body staggered, and I collapsed to the floor.
Senpai!
There's a warm sensation in my shoulder. Aruma was trying to help me up.
ごめん、大丈夫。
嘘です。
Adamura led me over to the bed in the corner of the exam room. I wanted to lie down right away, but...
いや、ダメだ。新庄さんが代わりの警官が来るって言ってたから、ウキの部屋に隠れてろって。
じゃあ、もういいですから、上に行きましょう。
I nodded and thanked her as she held me by the shoulder. I forced my body to softly push her off and... push off her, rather, and stand up on its own. Not push her off, but push off her.
久野里さんも、すいません。
She sighed in resignation and shook her head. It's fine, she said.
どのみち、尾上がここにいない以上、情報の裏付けは取れないしな。お前の話だと、尾上は今夜10時28分にシアターキューブに現れるということだが、残念ながら私では能力者2人を相手にして立ち回りを演じることはできそうにない。ハンドガンも久しく撃ってないしな。
Oh, I mean, in a long time, you've done it at least once, though. Aramura turned to Kanasato, surprised that she fired a gun. You see, I fire a gun in these games called Counter-Strike and Fortnite. No, Kunasato seemed unusually hesitant, but said,
仕方がない。己の言うことにはどこか矛盾があるとはいえ、今はそれを探る時間も人も全く足りない。とりあえずだが、予定通り新庄さんが戻ってくるのを待って渋谷を脱出する。もし何らかの企みがそこにあるなら乗ってやるまでだ。